Hello everyone and welcome back to Modded Minecraft. So we are back on the FTOG server for a little bit more of Avant 3, and you probably remember in the last episode that we were looking at making the creeper charm, and I've got the bits together for that now, and gotta say that I spent an absolute age in the mob tower killing creepers just to get the required bits and pieces, and that was mainly these, the catalyzing glands. So you couldn't just let them die, had to kill them manually. And luckily Grox put some wizardry in there that stops the creepers from actually doing any damage to the structure or you, because quite a few of them exploded during that time. But we are going to need a few of these bits, so some bones, some leather, a bit of gunpowder, and also obviously the catalyzing glands. And we'll just head on over to the crafting table, and basically we need to make 6 of these. And I didn't actually need that much leather, but these creeper charm fragments, each one of those is going to take 6 of the catalyzing glands, a couple of gunpowder, and a bone. So it should be able to just shift click the 6 that I require into there. And then I need to grab some string as well. I forgot about that. And hopefully we've got some string. Yes, we have. And then we can just pop that in there as well. Shift click that in. And there is our creeper charm. So now as long as we've got that on our person, then creepers won't pay any attention to us whatsoever. Now, I'm fairly sure that it also counts if you attack them, that they don't attack back. But yeah, I've not tested it out yet. I could be wrong, but we'll find out. We'll definitely test it. So onward to what I want to do in this episode, and that is I want to get the portal set up for the mining dimension, because it's about time that I got down there. It's a bit painful having to sort of head down into my mine here every time I want a little bit of something. And we're trying sort of obviously to keep the world looking nice here, so we don't want to have quarry holes everywhere, hence why we're using the mining dimension. And the actual portal for that is actually a pretty simple affair. So if we just go in and I'll just type in portal, that'll be good enough. So you basically need to set up a portal frame using these frame bricks, and it's in exactly the same format as the nether portal. And then I think once you've done it, as long as you've got one of these mining tools on you, I think you kind of like sneak through it or something. I've not used it before, but these are fairly easy to make. So you need to make the mining tool first of all, and then you just combine it with one of the chiseled stone brick varieties, and that's easy enough. So we just need to grab some cobble, and we'll pop that in the furnace, because I know that I definitely used all of my stone from the last time. Now, I've been using the Ender Utilities Creation Station quite a lot just lately, and I found if I just go and grab some ender pearls, which we've got plenty of, go and grab some of those. Yeah, and I've kind of discovered how useful this thing is. So you basically you can pop them in both sides. You can use both sides simultaneously, and pop half the cobble in there and half in there. Now this can actually stack to more than 64. And these little toggle buttons here, if you click those onto fast, you can now see, obviously it goes for ender pearls a little bit quicker, but we've got a pretty good source of ender pearls now. And yeah, so that's going to create the smooth stone that we need for this pretty quickly. But I'm going to put it back onto slow, because it does go through ender pearls a little bit quicker. Because while that's doing that, we can get on and make the mining multi-tool. And that's pretty simple as well. All we need is another couple of bits of the sort of stone bricks, a flint and steel, a stone pickaxe, and just a normal stick. So we're going to grab the bits that we need for that. So another 3 bits of cobble. And I think we're potentially going to have to make a new flint and steel, but that's absolutely fine. We can do that, no problem. I'm actually just hunting around now for trying to grab some sticks. And isn't that always the way? Right, there we go. So there's some sticks there. And we need to grab some iron as well. I'm not 100% sure where I put my iron at the second. I know I definitely put it away safely somewhere. And clearly it was a little bit too safely. Okay, so found the iron. And yeah, I just need to grab out some of this stone. And then we can use the crafting table here. In fact, I might as well turn all of that into the required pieces while we're in there. And save wasting any more of that. In fact, that's finished anyway, so that's fine. We'll just grab that out as well. Okay, so then all we need to do is literally pop these bits and pieces together. So there's our flint and steel. And we want the stone pickaxe, which just like so. We've already got another stick. I'm getting an upgrade. Awesome. And there we go. So there is our mining multi-tool. And now we should just be able to put this in here, take that out, and grab ourselves some of the bricks. And that's fine. Now, there has been a little bit of an issue with the mining dimension that I'm aware of. And that is that you need to set it up pretty high, because otherwise you end up, when you spawn in, if you do it at sort of whatever level this is, Y level 67, sort of a low level like this, then you actually spawn in underground. And obviously that wouldn't be good, because then you'd end up suffocating. So it needs to be at a bit of an elevation. Now, I know that NZ has already set his up at the right height, and he's literally just over here. So I'm going to fly over to his base and check what Y level that's at before we even try and set this up, just to sort of try to eliminate any risk. Okay, so that is at Y level 80. Now, yeah, kind of tempted maybe to put it a little bit higher, just for the sake of being absolutely safe, because we've got our angel ring. So even if it spawns above ground and we fall, it's no bother. We're not going to take any damage. So just to sort of be a little bit safer, I think maybe I'll put it at about sort of Y level 85, and everything will be fine. So I need to make myself a little bit of a tower, and I don't know what happened there, a little bit of a glitch. And I think I'm going to set this up kind of behind the house somewhere, I think maybe. Or maybe down here, I don't know. Yeah, I think potentially here. I'm going to find somewhere anyway. I'm going to get myself set up with a little bit of a tower, and I'll be back. Okay, so we're back and we've got ourselves a bit of a tower. Now this is going to be slightly offset to the centre, but that's fine. We'll sort something out a little bit more permanent later. At the moment, I'm just keen to sort of get this set up and actually get myself a link to the mining dimension so we can carry on. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then just need another one across the top, like so. And then let me just take our mining tool. Now, I've got a feeling that I've used it all up actually from making the stones. So I'm going to have to nip down and grab ourselves another mining tool. That's no problem at all. And hopefully, I'm going to say I'm a bit surprised that was used up so quickly, but there we go. No worries. Okay, I'm just going to get another one of these put together and I'll be back. Okay, so let's get this put together again. I'm going to say I'm a bit surprised, as I say, that it was used up. fairly quickly. It obviously hasn't got that much durability. That's fine. So we'll just head back up here again. Now, just got to figure out. That's a bit bizarre. Just got to figure out how it actually works. Ah, there we go. To go through the portal, you have to sneak into it. So, all or nothing, and hopefully I'm going to keep my mining tool at the ready and say hopefully we don't get stuck underground. And, well, that is absolutely perfect. I couldn't have made that any better. Certainly, if I had gone with the same Y level, we'd have been in trouble. So this is it. This is the mining dimension, and there's a can't see the water. That's really weird. Straight away, you can see some of the mechanism stuff is there. So what we'll do then is, I think we'll put a marker here so that we know we don't lose where our portal is. And yeah, that's fine. So we'll call that portal. Cool. So we won't lose that now. That's fine. And there's no point really sort of going around and exploring this, other than the fact that it's going to be much, much easier to find our Botania flowers when we need those, when we eventually get into Botania. And I'm kind of hoping that there are plenty of them there, although I'm not sort of currently seeing that many, but that's fine. Okay, so the next thing that we need, anyway, we need a means of actually sort of mining here, because I could sort of just start using the drill again, but I'd much prefer to use a bit of an automated solution to that. And I think we'll get home and we'll have a look at the options. Okay, so I've had a look at a couple of the options. The main two seem to be the digital miner, which is for mechanism, and it's pretty complicated to build, but it has the added advantage that you can pretty much program it so that it'll bring back whatever ores that you want it to bring back, or at least I think that's how it works. But yeah, I don't think we're going to be finding out anytime soon, as I say, because some of these bits are pretty difficult to make at the moment, and yeah, we certainly don't have the materials as such. And the other option is the builder. That's this from RFTools. Now, this is a whole lot easier to make. So you just require some bricks and ender pearls, some redstone and a machine frame, which is a bit of lapis, some gold nuggets and some iron ingots. But I've not used this before, so I'm not really sure how this works. But I'm kind of thinking to myself, it must be sort of fairly simplistic, because most of the RF tool stuff is pretty simple to use. So I think I'm going to go with this, and we'll just sort of try to work it out as we go along, I think. And then we're going to need some power for it as well. And I've decided that probably what I'm going to use is the Stirling generator from Ender.io, because that's pretty simple as well to make. We've pretty much got everything that we need to make one of those. Now, I'm not sure that that's going to put out anywhere near enough power to operate the builder at full capacity, and I very much doubt that it will, but it'll be a good starting point, and we can potentially just leave that running, and yeah, just sort of it'll gradually sort of build up some ores for us. So that's the plan. It's probably, I don't know, it might not be that great a plan at the moment, but we'll improve the efficiency as we go along. And I think definitely the aim will be to get one of the digital miners. But for now, we've got to start simply. So I think if we get the builder done first, and probably the hardest thing to do on this is the machine frame, and even that is is pretty simple. So I'm going to go and get the bits together for it, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so we are back, and hopefully we've got the bits together that we need. So first of all, then the builder. So we need some bricks and ender pearl, and then we need these bits and pieces here. So just grab the bricks out of here and turn those, say, into bricks. I think actually I'm going to just pop some more clay into the furnace, because we're going to need that for the card which goes into that, which I'll explain into the builder, which I'll explain as we get to it. But for the actual builder itself, then we're going to need to pop that in there. So that's the actual machine frame, and then we need to grab an ender pearl as well. Just grab a few of those, and hopefully we can just pop that together like so. And then let's make the generator. Now this isn't going to be anywhere near enough power to have this running at full efficiency, but say for now I think it'll do. So first thing we need is a furnace, and yeah, we actually need to grab some bricks as well, but I can't remember where I actually put those now, and I thought that they were in here. Clearly they weren't. Oh, there we go, some stone. We can make bricks with that. Cool. So we need to grab some gears, which hopefully we've got enough for 2 of those. That's fine. And then we'll just make some of those. In fact, I might as well just all turn all of that into that. Need to make a piston. So missing some iron and missing some iron. I got some iron down here. That's fine. Oh no, wrong floor. There we go. Right, let's grab some iron, like so. And that should now be enough to put that together. And in turn, that should be enough to put the Stirling generator together. Excellent. So we've got 2 of the bits that we need. And as I say, the final bit that we need is this Quarry card. Now, if I just put in Quarry, so you've got a selection of cards here. The one that we want is the shape card clearing Quarry. There's a few steps that you have to get to go through to get that. So first of all, we need to have a shape card Quarry surrounded by glass, and then we need to have a shape card surrounded by these bits, and then finally the shape card is this. Hence why I put some more bricks in over here. I'll put some more clay in to make some more bricks over here. Now hopefully we can just now click that in, which we can. And then the next thing down the line was, yeah, I think that was it. The next thing down the line was one of those. So we need to get ourselves a diamond pick and a diamond shovel, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. Plenty of diamonds over here. And we just make those items really quickly. So a diamond pick, like so, and a diamond shovel, like that. And now we should just be able to throw that together. And then finally, we need that surrounded by glass. Now, just take that out so it doesn't go all over the floor. Fairly sure that I had plenty of glass, given that I've just made loads of it. I don't think I used it all by any means. There we go. That's not enough. So we just need to grab a couple more bits of sand just so that we can make some more glass. Like so. And is there any... We'll put one ender pearl, a couple of ender pearls in there, and just turn that into sand as well. Just put it on quick mode just to get the sand that we need. And there we go, that'll be fine. For now, I think we got everything that we needed out of there. So put that in there, surround that by glass, and there is our quarry card. Okay, cool. So we've got everything we need, and we can head on back over to the mining dimension, and hopefully this will go pretty smoothly. So just jump over here, get in here, press shift, and here we are. So I did a little bit of mining over here just to get some of the bits and pieces before I even started, and that's gone down to bedrock. And so what we're going to need to do then is put the builder down first of all, and pop that there, and then pop the Stirling generator next to it. I've forgotten to bring a chest with me, so I'm going to have to nip back and grab that. But there is the builder, and there's the power source, and we'll just throw some coal in there for now. And that should start powering that up, which it has. That's pretty cool. And then the next thing that we're going to need to do is take the shape card. Now we need to actually program this and tell it what we want it to do. So I'm going to start off with a small test area. And if you take the card, you shift right click it onto the builder. And then you basically set two corners. So I'm going to set a corner, I think, where should we set it? I think here. And then the other corner down the bottom of here, just here. So that card is now set for that area. And when we put that into the builder and reactivate it, it'll mine that. But first of all, what you need to do is just hold the card and just click it and change its option so that it says solid box. Otherwise, what will happen, so yeah, solid box. So you can see the amount of blocks has gone up significantly there. Otherwise, what would happen is it would just mine the perimeter of the box. And then you can just shift click that into, or didn't even shift, just right click that in, and that's now installed that in there. And then in order to make it work, we need to make ourselves a lever, and we just pop that on the side like so. And then I need to head back and grab myself a chest, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I'm back, and yeah, I grabbed myself an iron chest from the iron chest mod. I was going to make the diamond chest, but I didn't have enough of the materials to make the one preceding it to make the gold chest. But hopefully we'll be okay, at least for a while. As I say, this thing is going to go pretty slowly anyway, so if I need to transfer some stuff across, I'll definitely be able to do that. And that is filling up slowly, so I think ultimately we're going to need to set up some better power. Probably want to set up some solar power. But yeah, we haven't quite got there yet. But then, what I forgot to show you before I even go there is if you come into this, actually, can I just click this? Yeah, you can void certain items, so that will save some space. So we want to void dirt. We don't want that. We don't want cobble or stone or gravel or sand. And we're not going to get netherrack anyway, so we won't bother voiding that. But that should just collect us the bits and pieces that we want. And just click that back in. And the other thing that you can do is if you press this button, it will show you the area that is actually going to mine. And it's, for some reason, it's not showing the, I think it was because it was at ground level, it's not showing me the area that I wanted totally, but yeah, it is under there somewhere. So if we take that off and then turn this on, and obviously remember to put the chest on top, And that is just taking away, literally just taking away the dirt at the moment. I think it's left that flower down there because I forgot to put the chest on top at first. That's fine. So that is going to go really, really slowly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away for a minute. I'm going to let that run for a few minutes. Just make sure that it's working properly. And I'll come back, hopefully, when it's a few levels down and we've started to collect some stuff. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so this is now started to get down to the level where it's getting some stuff. And yeah, that's all being collected up in the chest. So I've just been taking the coal out and just putting that back into the machine, into the generator. And I'll find an automated way of doing that, I think, before the next episode, so I haven't got to worry about doing that. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. So we can just sort of AFK up in the air like I've been doing and just let that run, and that'll be pretty cool. So it's got quite a way to go yet. But yeah, quite happy with that. So we have entered the mining dimension and we're now going to get a few more resources. And say in the next episode, what we're going to look at is basically getting this so that it works a lot faster. Perhaps start to look at getting some solar power going and find a way of storing that so that it can sort of work through the night and that as well if need be. Although probably easier just to bring a bed, to be honest. But there you go. So anyway, that is going to be it. If you've liked this video, and I would absolutely love it if you were to drop me a like. And as always, guys, take care and I'll see you next time. Bye.